Today I watched Miss Americana, the new Taylor Swift Netflix documentary. I am going to talk to you about what she talked about, so a spoiler alert if you have not seen it yet and you want to see it. Don't watch this. Just relaxing. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and another episode of The Flo Show. If you're new here, I'm Flo. I would absolutely adore it if you press the subscribe button right now. Join the fierce, frugal, and fabulous team. And if you're already a subscriber, God love ya. I've been wanting to post so much more, but I am sick. I am sick and tired. Sick and tired of being sick. So basically I'm like a damn mess, but I felt like it was really important to, oh my God. Okay, we have to get on with it because I can't without the makeup. So we gotta move quickly. We're just gonna get started while we go. Haven't been feeling 100% and oh God, I'm gonna be bad at this. So I've been sick. Today I was curled up on the couch. I've already seen every single thing on Hey You. Moving on to Netflix. What pops up on Netflix? What have I not seen? I watched Miss Americana, the new Taylor Swift Netflix documentary. Let me tell you, I highly recommend. Like really, truly recommend. I myself have never been a huge Taylor Swift fan. I wouldn't say I don't like her, but oh God, I would say I don't really care. I listen to some of her music. It's alright. Not a stan, but I don't hate her. I'm not like against Taylor Swift or anything. As somebody that just doesn't really care, I would say that it was a really informative documentary. It really made me like appreciate her more as a person. Oh yeah, PS, if you don't want to know any spoilers about it, don't watch this. It was just very relatable. I related a lot to what she said, and she says a lot. She comments on everything from general Hollywood life to politics, which she has never really been a person that has taken political stances. I did know that about her. Not her image, right? She's the all-American, no opinion, good little music maker. Ah! Stop. Which she comments on as well in the documentary. First and foremost, she definitely gives some insight into the world of Hollywood. And this year was like one of the highest paid musicians of the year. I don't know what facts those are, but I heard on the radio. I know that. She talked about how she's perceived as that girl in the media that's like, she's known for all her relationships. And I mean, you would probably go through a lot of relationships too. If you were being scrutinized every other week, who you're dating, what you're wearing, blah, 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 blah. And also if you're on tour for half your life, it kind of makes it difficult to settle down, as they say. She did also talk about the Kanye West incidents. There have been a couple. It's a little biased. You definitely see just her perspective of it. I don't applaud him for going on stage when she was accepting her award or anything. Kanye West is a little erratic, that's for sure. It was also really interesting to hear her talk about, in the music industry, they were basically told, don't be the Dixie Chicks. For her, like a young country singer, she totally looked up to the Dixie Chicks. I love the Dixie Chicks. I remember when they like made that statement, the world went wild. Up here in Canada, everybody was like, yeah. So there's no issue here, but I can understand being like a Southern belle she had this scene with her parents. She is taking a stance against this woman that's running for Senate or something in her home state of Tennessee. And her father, mom is actually supporting her a lot, but her father is like, you cannot do this. Like, you literally can't. And she just kind of gives it to him. She's like, I'm doing this. I have to do this. Like, she says multiple times in the documentary, I want to be on the right side of history, which, I mean, for somebody who wasn't speaking up at all, it's a pretty good change of heart. I just thought it was really like heartwarming to see her telling dad, no way, this is wrong. I mean, anyone with a dad, it's hard to tell your dad that they're wrong. Next to impossible. She also talked a lot about her sexual assault trial. This radio host in a photo at a meet and greet, his hand up the back of her skirt. And so he was fired, and then he sued her, and then she sued him. And so it ended up being 3 cases that went to trial, which, I mean, like, that's so much. And court doesn't work like it does on TV. You don't just say, I'm suing you, and then you go to court the next day and then it's settled in a week. Like, these things, they get drawn out over months, years, which is emotionally draining. Asking her, why didn't she like scream? Why didn't she move? Why didn't she run away? Just like drilling her. And this was something that happened. It should not have been up for debate. There's a picture of it happening, and 7 witnesses came forward. So she basically just said, imagine, some people don't have to imagine, but imagine being in a more severe case. He said, she said, traditional case. That's why women don't come forward. And she basically made a big point about how important it is for women to come forward. And honestly, I think that this event was what really sparked her political agenda, because the senator that she was against in her state was a woman that was voting against women's rights clauses and laws, bills, what have you. She also opened up about eating disorders. So trigger warning, skip ahead. She kind of alludes to a period of time where she would just not eat. Just based on photos that people were posting in the paparazzi and things that people were saying, magazines, being like, oh my God, is that a baby bump? Is she like 4 months pregnant? Meanwhile, I'm like, I just had Thanksgiving. Hello? God, I can't imagine being famous. I mean, I'd love to be, but it was just nice to hear, because for me, when she was like coming to her height of fame, how old would I have been? Like 16, 17. You know, I always just thought that she was just like one of those naturally thin. And like, of course she actually is like naturally thin. But I mean, who really is a 00? Come on. Like, really. And honestly, I definitely could relate on a certain level. There's this post that's going around. I'm going to post it here. I feel this so hard because I feel like I'm kind of on both sides of this argument. I am a plus size curvy girl. So some people are like, yeah, you're fat. But then I'm also so dumb. I'm fat in the areas of my body that it is like acceptable for women to be fat in. I don't go to the gym and I eat whatever the fuck I want. And I'm often applauded for that. So it's just really weird to be on both sides of that argument, because people just like have too much control over our bodies and the way that we see our bodies. And it's so weird. Which kind of brings us to the next point, where she was talking about just like happiness in general. Like, for her, what does it mean for her to be happy? And she just kind of realized, like, you know what? I'm way, way happier and healthier at a size 6 than I am at a size 00. So I'm gonna do that. She also talked about being perfect, having won the Grammy for Album of the Year 2 times, still left her with the feeling of like, okay, so now what? For people that are perfectionists, I feel like it's really hard. You're always striving for perfection, so every hurdle it's crazier and crazier. Your expectations are so high. Something that I really liked that she said, but she just actively stopped looking at paparazzi photos of herself, because she said that looking at photos of herself every day was just like toxic. As somebody that's a perfectionist, you're always hoping that you're stepping out with your best foot forward. You're on your like A game, but you can't be on your A game every day, every second of every day. Note to self. remind myself that later. She really honed in on how she was kind of drilled from such an early age just to be like the all-American pageant, good girl, the right answers, being right, being good. That was just like so ingrained in her, and I so relate. I find myself really struggling with projects and doing things in my life because I'm such a perfectionist. And so if it's not going to be perfect, then I feel like I can't do it. Like, why bother? Which is such a misguided way of thinking. It's not good. You always feel like you're never doing enough. You could always do more. Actually, that's so funny. I have a tattoo on the back of my neck that says, I am enough. And I probably should have gotten it somewhere on my front so I could see it every day, because I literally forget that I even have it. I basically got it because I needed a reminder that even when I accomplish my goals, I never feel like I'm enough. You are. You're totally enough. You are valid. Man, this is getting like Taylor Swift. She just did that to me. She just got me all in my feelings. I don't even know what the rest of the point of this video is. Here were some takeaways that I took away. Here's some takeaways. Life lesson. Number 1, accept that haters gonna hate. There will always be haters in your life. Like, you literally cannot please everyone. You can't make everyone happy. That has nothing to do with you. That is just one person's perception at one time. And it doesn't matter. You are never gonna be, you're never gonna have every... I don't know what I'm saying. Honestly, at this point, I forgot what my life lessons were that I learned. But I just felt like it was a really relatable documentary. I'm definitely a much bigger fan of her after watching the movie. Some of it could have been, what's the word? Dramatized? I couldn't be 100% sure if we're seeing all genuine moments, but I really enjoyed it. So I would give it a solid 8.5, maybe even a 9 out of 10. If you like her, you're gonna love it. If you are impartial, you're gonna really like it. And if you don't like her, you probably are not gonna watch it anyway, so. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, I'm gonna do some Valentine's Day outfits for you guys, some like date night ideas. So make sure you hit that subscribe button before you go so that you don't miss out on any fun videos. Stay fierce, frugal, and fabulous.